Up to this moment, there is no indication that the students' protest movement in US universities is about to end, despite the dismantling of sitting camps in a number of universities and clashes in some others. Students across the United States are still faithful to their cause. Over the past 2 weeks, the United States has witnessed pro-Palestinian demonstrations at more than 150 colleges and universities. One of those protests that made the headlines were the ones of Chicago University, where police shut down a pro-Palestinian encampment. The university said it will proceed with disciplinary action. This raises more questions about the state of freedom of speech in the US, as reports suggest that since last month, over 2,600 people have been arrested on 50 campuses.
The same solidarity with the people of Gaza unites the peaceful protesters who have camped here on the Quad for the last 7 days. These are non-violent protesters and they are our students. We call on President Alivisatos to find an alternative to police violence and to continue negotiating.
The scope of student protests against the war in Gaza is still expanding around the world. This is one of Britain's most prestigious universities. At the 19th century Oxford University, students demand an end to the massacres in Gaza.
It's one thing to put out a statement and acknowledge the very bare minimum that this is a humanitarian crisis. There are people starving, children starving. All of the 600,000 children in Rafah right now are all malnourished and starving. This is a UNICEF statistic. And I think it's the bare minimum to acknowledge that.
On Wednesday, a US Republican congressman presented a bill aimed at deporting international students who were arrested during pro-Palestinian protests. Despite this and many other restrictions, students in the US and across the world seem determined to support Palestine till the end.